Okay, now let's introduce LangGraph. What is LangGraph? It is a specialized library within the LangChain ecosystem specifically designed for building the stateful multi-agent system that can handle complex non-linear workflow that you can see on the diagram here. So let's consider a task management assistant agent. Now the workflow here involves processing the user input. So let's start there. What it does, it processes inputs. Then to this workflow, we are adding task, we are adding complete task and the summarize task option that is there. LangGraph helps us create this graph structure where each one of these actions is considered a node, whereas add task, complete task, summarize, these are called nodes in the LangGraph ecosystem. The transition between these things are called edges. The central node is the process input node that takes in user input. This uses an LLM component to understand the user's intent and route to the appropriate action node. There is another component here that's quite central to this, the state component. The state component is used to maintain the task list across all the interactions. The add task node adds a new task to the state. The complete task node marks the task as finished, and the summarize node uses an LLM to generate an overview of the current task. All nodes can access and modify the state, allowing for contextual stateful interaction. The graph structure allows the assistant to handle various user requests in any order, always returning back to the process input node after the action is complete. LangGraph architecture lets us create flexible, stateful agents that can maintain context over interaction. How is it different from LangChain? In a quick differentiation here, the structure of a LangChain is mostly chained, whereas as you saw, the LangGraph is mainly graph, wherein there are different states and different nodes that are connected by edges. The components you all saw in LangChain, it is mainly memory, prompt, LLM agents, whereas it is nodes, edges and state what we saw in the LangGraph. The state management is very limited. It is very linear in LangChain with sequence after sequence, but in LangGraph it is robust. It can talk with each other. It can iterate, as we saw in the earlier example. The use cases are very sequential in LangChain, whereas in LangGraph it is very complex and it can handle a lot of robust multi-agent work. How is this LangGraph different from other multi-agent systems like an AutoGen or Crew AI? They are high-level frameworks where you cannot do much changes and customize it, whereas LangGraph is a very low-level framework where you can customize at the level of nodes, edges and state. No more in the next videos that are coming, where we dive deep into LangGraph and how to use it for multi-agent systems. See you in the next video.